It has been 2 days since I worked on this, which is exactly what we want because I made the gradient for the wings and now the clay has hardened a little bit because it would have been really squishy after working with it so much. And I don't want it to squish and warp when I cut into it because now we add the final details. First, I'm adding the eye clay cane I made in part 1. To do this, I use a long circular clay cutter. I pierce a small hole through the middle of the circle to know where to cut on the other side of the wing and then pop out that section and repeat for the top wing. The eye clay cane needs to be reduced down to a slightly smaller diameter than the hole in order to fit, but slightly longer than the wing's width. Once you have it in, you can press the sides to create a snug fit. Now I will add the dark lines along the outer edge of the wings. I use a clay cutter and carefully slice along my guidelines, checking both sides to make sure I'm cutting it correctly. Once I add the dark line, I cut into the clay like this to break up the harsh line before reattaching it all. And once those are in, I can finally add the final brownish red lines. I slice along my guidelines and then smooth out the jagged cuts. I notice there's a very thin, dark line on the outside of the brownish red lines, so I roll out each color to the thickness I want and then add a layer of the dark clay, then the reddish brown, and dark again. I match the next piece up and repeat until the wing is whole. The outside gets another thin layer of dark clay and reddish brown to finish it off. And now the clay cane is complete. And in the final part, we will reduce it or make it smaller, and then slice into it to reveal the final design and make it into moths.